Told to go and check this quest out. Oh, I think I've seen a couple of people on Twitch actually checking this out. I didn't watch it because it looked like something very important, but let's see it. Isn't that the little monster that we ran into during the story? Okay, well, let's see. Something has this Radiant Scout unnerved. Ah, Master Anthony, you couldn't have appeared at a better time. You see, while out patrolling the city, I chanced to sight a void scent. Really? Well, I think we saw that earlier. I immediately chased it down with the intent of eliminating it, but something about it struck me as odd. For one, it made no move to defend itself, but simply sat there, jiggling, which is why, against my better judgment, I decided to capture it instead. Here's this Pokeball. Okay, having traveled to the Void, I dare say you have considerable knowledge of its citizens. If you have a moment, might I trouble you for your opinions on the creature's unusual behavior? Yeah, sure, let's take a look at it. I'm truly grateful. Now, if you would follow me, the creature is being held in the Hall of Radiant Hosts. Okay. Wow, that's okay. It's way over there. So we might as well try to teleport and see. Oh yeah, this is where we needed to go afterwards anyways, the road quest. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, there he is. Or she. The voice glowers in your direction, but says nothing. Well, it's the size of a minion. Here it is. Surprisingly docile, even when I captured it, and there have been no reports of attacks prior to that. Even so, it's the nature of the void scent to prey on people for their ether. Perhaps it bids its time, waiting to carry out some manner of scheme. You! I remember you! Yes, you were at Troya. Please, you must help me. What do you need help with? You were at the castle? It might have been like one of the little goopy enemies that we defeated. What do you need help with? Oh, you do understand me. I understand the mortal tongue well enough, but I don't have a mouth to produce the sounds. It's been a struggle to convey my thoughts. But not anymore. You can help me, yes you can? I think he's asking for help. You can converse with the voicent? Amazing! Could you ask it why it came here? Yeah, sure, I got you. Hey little guy, why did you come here? When you and yours stormed the castle, I was caught up in the fighting and died. In the time I returned, but I tired of fighting, so I fled, using the gate to your world. Having just been reborn, however, my essence hadn't fully bound together. Yet so, when I emerged from the gates, it was as several sundered selves. Huh. Frightened and confused, they scattered. Following their trail led me here. My diminutive size allowed me to remain largely unseen. But by the same token, I can do little more than sneak about. Each of us was weak and powerless. That's why we consumed one another in the first place. Together, we were strong. I want you to help me find all of me so that I can be whole again. You wish to strike a bargain then? What did you intend to do in this world? Well, knowing how they are outside, they probably want to do like a bargain, so... Yes, I would, to be whole again, and live in this world. What, really? I would strike 1,000 bargains. Huh. We Still remember the past, you see? Still remember when we were mortals. We long to have that life again, but we need your help, starting by reuniting us. We won't try to devour anyone, even when we're whole, I swear. You wish to learn more about the Void? Yes? There is much we can teach you about those who rule its domains, about their past. Find the others, and they will tell you all they know. No eating, no tricks. Do what we have. Do we have a bargain? Sure. So he wants us to do something. So it's crossed over to our world to escape conflict and now searches for the rest of itself? I understand void sets are quite reliable when it comes to fulfilling a pact, and I dare say having one as an ally would benefit our research into their world. Very well, if you would be so kind as to search for its kin, I will consult my superiors on how best to deal with them. Sure. Leave it to me, I guess. By that, I take it we have a bargain. Good. I sense 4 others close by. When you find them, you need only point them in this direction. Once they sense my presence, I can guide them to the rest of the way. Sounds like a plan to me. Okay. Like me, the others have an interest in lives of mortals. They are bound to be here in this city. You are right. My thanks again for your help. If you could see the others' voice sent back here, I would tend to the rest. Alright, well, let's go ahead and find the rest of these little guys. There's one. What's that? I asked you to search for me in exchange for knowledge about powerful void scent? I was still wanting to see this. But I suppose a deal is a deal. I'm gonna see him wobbling back or something? Oh no, he's gonna be checking out these people. Those men over there. Soldiers, aren't they? Not? We used to have soldiers in our world too. There were lots of them. During the Contra Memoria. Back from Weaver's warding, are you? I hear you fought well against the void scent that slipped through. Come now, I merely did my duty. Haven't we all sworn to protect our nation, no matter the costs? Protect our nation. How familiar those words. Where was it that I heard them from? Yes. It was the early days of the Contra Memoria. The enemy had conjured a terrible eidolon that laid siege to the fortress. The garrison was made up of ordinary soldiers, men and women with no remarkable abilities, but led by their valiant commander, they fought bravely and desperately. They had to last until the Memorite arrived. The commander told them needed to hold out no matter the cost. A Memorite did eventually arrive, but not soon enough for the soldiers. Wow, this is actually a lot more in-depth than I expected. Having struck down the Eidolons, the Memorites and his servants searched the castle for survivors. They found only the dead. But just when they had given up all hope, a faint groaning reached their ears. They rushed over to the sound and cleared away debris. To find a lone survivor, the garrison's commander. Instead of joy, however, the sight of a man filled them with anger. Your soldiers are slaughtered to a man, yet there's barely a scratch on you. What's the meaning of this? The Eidolons were savage, but mindless. It was a simple thing to hide myself beneath the fallen debris. Wait, why does this look like the first? Hide? As commander, you had a duty to your men. You were supposed to put their lives before your own. Spare me, my duty was to ensure the fortress stood, and it did. Besides, my death wouldn't have achieved nothing. Honor be damned. No, I'm sworn to protect our nation, and to do that, I must live. It isn't my fate to fall here. It isn't your fate, you say? Ooh. Oh, I was not expecting that. Oh, wow. Yo, what's up, Jack? What's up? Is he dead? Merely unconscious. Come, let us bury the soldiers, and their commander with them. Oh. Fate shall decide what becomes of him, whether he lives or dies. Very well, my lord. And I'm guessing he came out of it alive. Funeral rites were later held for the fallen, but solemn tears quickly gave way to horrified screams as a body emerged from the earth. The commander. Yeah, this definitely looks like the first. I can't die. I must live, the man is said to have declared. The people thought him a demon, a dehaveled horror, muttering curses as he wandered off to regions unknown. Skirmalone, they called him. Oh, interesting. A name befitting his newfound grisly visage, a name befitting a monster. This is the Shadow Pass quest. It's giving me a lot of Rogue Quest vibes. It's not the Rogue Quest, but it's giving me Rogue Quest vibes because I think it's probably going to be talking about the Four Fiends, potentially. We thought we were buried him deep, but a mortal desire to live is not to be underestimated. You're immortal, so I expect you understand that desire. Well, that concludes my tale. I had best rejoin myself, if you excuse me. Interesting. Wait, where's he at? Oh, there it is. And someone else is here too. Ah, what a refreshing breeze. It's raining. Well, just so you know, it's raining out here. I'm to return to the others? Bah! They should have come here. Yeah, I didn't even know this existed either until someone mentioned it. Would you look at this beautiful, boundless sky? It's raining. Mortals take their air from here, do they not? Would that I have wings to soar among the clouds myself. You know, if it was bright and sunny and beautiful, this probably would have been perfect, but it's cloudy and raining. But we voicent are not wont to roam, you see? The mightiest among us carve out dominions, while the rest labor to stay in their good graces. Now, the master of dominion seldom ventures outside, for it is one's territory that one is strongest. For some, however, such confinement proved trying, as was the case for a certain voicent I knew. Which one is this one? I speak of the free spirit. I was thinking Barbaricia. Oh, I was thinking it was probably that one. Perfect. The free-spirited terror Barbaricia. When she first established her domain, she whiled away the days waiting for her minions to bring her prey. The ether amassed from these offerings were devoted to the singular pleasure of caring for her silky, flowing locks, but the resources of her domain were not without their limits. It was only when none remained to oppose her that she realized she was a prisoner in her own domain, and unless she broke free, she would inevitably wither away alone. Not knowing what to do, she had fallen into the depths of despair. When the hand of salvation came to pull her out, at this rate, precious hair would frazzle and fray, had I only the strength to leave my domain. If strength is your desire, that is easily granted. Who are you? Ah, so much power surging through me. And what will you do with it? What is it you desire? What I desire? What I desire is... You would move your very domain. Impressive. That I can do such a thing. What have you done to me? I granted you ether, nothing more. It was your will that made it possible. My will? Even so, no matter where you should go, there is naught but darkness. What could your destination possibly be? Destination. I have no need for such. I wish but to be free, like the wind. In a world that has met its end, rare indeed is the soul who desires freedom so ardently that she could will her very domain to move. Recognizing this quality, the knight would grant her more power and a place of command in his mighty army. Interesting. A story worthy of our bargain, I trust. I might have had more to tell. I had not fallen off her domain. It seems you mortals also have a fondness for flying. I'd certainly like to try riding one of these ships of yours. Yeah, they're called mounts. But perhaps another time? My other selves will be blabbering mess if I don't hurry and rejoin them. Wah, 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 wah. Well, cool. Only a couple more. My other selves grows lonely, you see. My apologies, it was my intent to seek out the others, but I was distracted by the bickering pair of mortals yonder. My goodness, but there's been some colorful language. I think this voice is actually perfect for this one. I don't know, I want to test out voicing. To hells with your father. You shouldn't need his permission. Just leave the goddamn house. Please, mind your language. What will father say if he were to hear you? It's always father this, father's that. With you, I'm sick of it. You're your own woman now. Bloody act like one for a change. Colorful language, yes? Not from the girl, though. Oh no, she appears to be quite well bred. I guess. I just hope she's happier than a girl I knew long, long ago. Give it a goofy noise or something. Yo, Denzi! What's up, man? Welcome back, buddy. That girl was born into a family of thugs who suddenly found themselves nobility. She was raised as a noblewoman and had servants tending to her every need,
But in the end, she was merely a beautiful bird, kept in a gilded cage. Wanting her to be a proper lady, her parents presided over all aspects of her life. They decided everything for her, telling her what to say and do. No. Shivering from the fetters of her restrictive life, she solicited her handmaiden's aid and stole outside the manor, where she enjoyed a moment of bliss, unbeknownst to her parents, or so she thought. It was not long before her father dragged her back to her room, barring the door and windows, denying her even the simple pleasure of afternoon breeze. Even a bird in a cage may chirp freely, but she wasn't even suffered to give voice to her desires. But she shouldn't be deterred. Having once tasted sweet freedom, she yearned for more, and one day she succeeded in sneaking out the manor a second time.
You're late. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. If you're expecting your friends, I'm afraid you're not coming. Wow, the lightning. Father, how did you? What do you mean they're not coming? I had that some miscreants were converting in these parts. But to think that they dared to try to consort with my daughter, well, you needed to worry about them anymore. They're food for the fishes now. Did he just kill their friends? Oh my gosh. That's terrible. You could you do this, Father? Why must you torment me so? Know your place, girl. You are a means for our family to gain influence, and I won't have you sullying yourself with riffraff. Yeesh. Uh-oh. This is her villain origin story. You will not leave your chambers save with my permission, nor will you disobey me again. If you do so, there will be severe consequences. Am I understood? I said, am I understood? And then stabs him right in the back. To hell. What did you say? Oh, dang, she got an axe. This is about to pop off, yeah. Oh, I thought she was gonna chop his head off. I said to hell. Oh my. Yo, that went. Oh my gosh, the axe is like stuck in his head. And she's just smiling. Oh, to think that it could be so exhilarating to speak my mind, to do as I please. No more living in a cage. From this moment on, I am free, free as the wind. And she just leave his lifeless corpse like that. The young woman struck out her own, and in her travels discovered her true calling, not in the halls of lords and ladies, but on the battlefield. She became a force of nature, famed for her striking beauty, which belied a terrible savagery. And with this new life, she also claimed a new name, Barbaricia. Oh, I was beginning to think that, but I was like, that couldn't be her too. But I guess this is before she became a Void Scent? Which means we're probably gonna get Skirmaloni's story of when he become a Void Scent.
Indeed, she found her freedom, but did she also find happiness, I wonder? I suppose I never know, nor does it matter, for the world that once was is no more. Oh, but goodness me, I had better rejoin the others.
So this is where mortals consume ether. Hello there. Dreading loneliness more than hunger, how very like me, if you don't mind. Though, I'd like to observe the mortals a while longer. Oh, so you're getting enticed by the dancers over there. I think that's what's going on. Or the Acasadoras. The food here is simply sublime. Why, I feel stronger with every bite, as if the Marg themselves were granting me their blessing. The food is tasty, that's true enough, but no food is so sublime as to be a substitute for proper training, my friend. Stronger with every bite, every feed. For my part of the bargain, I will tell you about how we Voidsent become strong. Simply put, it depends on the quantity of ether we harbor. When the world was consumed by darkness, the heroes known as Memorites arose as powerful Voidsents. In contrast, the vast majority of mortals, powerless and unremarkable as they were, became ordinary Voidsents, like me. There were exceptions, of course, but one in particular I never forget. Skirmaloni? It has to be Skirmaloni's backstory. Skirmaloni. Never had I seen a Voidsent so craven. Even when pushed to the brink of starvation, he would prey only on those weaker than himself. He subsided on the scant leavings and lived in a constant fear and hunger. In the face of danger of Voidsent stronger than himself, fleeing was the only option. But a day came when he found his way barred. How pitiful.
Such overwhelming ether. Who is this?
You fled instead of facing your foe. Why?
Why? I'm too weak. Why else? I would have been devoured.
So, had you enough strength, you would have stood your ground. Very well then. So I bet that we're going to be able to see the others like this as well, as we're going on in the patches.
What's happening? Yes, I feel it. The power swelling within me.
Lo, your foe returns.
What have you done to me?
I granted you but a sliver of ether. 'Twas with the power you already possess that you defeated your foe.
I possess such power?
Fear had clouded your eyes, blinded you to the strength you had attained feeding on the weak. If you would free yourself from fear, then join me. You shall have a greater cause to live for and know true power. Curious how in a world without death, the fear of it could be the key to great strength. The knight recognized this, recognized the Voidsent's potential, and thus did he take
him into his service. Determined as he is to live, it wouldn't surprise me if he were still somewhere out there. He'd even more power now. I expect from all the devouring he would have done since. Unlike your world, eating actually makes you stronger in ours. Well, I must be going now. The others are waiting. Wobble, 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 wobble.
You have found the last of the Voidsent. Time to head back to the Hall of Radiant Host. Well, neat. Alright. The Voidsent are all present and accounted for. So long as they remain here, we needn't worry about picnic among the townsfolk. Look at you all just chilling there. Pretty much. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, I had him a much more gruesome one.
Thank you so much for finding me. I hope knowledge I had shared was worthy of our agreement.
More than worthy, I say. They told me of Skirmaloni and Barbarecia. How did you come to know the Archfiends? Yeah, I would say the first one.
My other selves live quite desperate lives, both as mortals and Voidsent, though I suppose it is rather fruitacious that they cross paths with such powerful Voidsent. But more importantly, what could they offer was worthy of our bargain, for that I am glad.
Oh yeah, it was nice knowing them at least.
All that remains now is for us to rejoin and become whole again.
With our powers unite.
Huh? Is this not all of me?
Is there another one out there? There can be no other explanation.
There is still more of me lost out there somewhere, but I don't sense them. Where could they have gone?
Do you know anything about this? You mean there's more of them wandering about? By the sisters. At the very least, if you say it's true, they pose no threat to the people. Until the others can be found, we will keep these 5 under our care. Alright, thank you very much.
Should I sense the others nearby, I hope I can count on you to find them too.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna be running into more of them, considering there's still 2 more Archfiends out there. Well, cool. That was a nice little tidbit of knowledge there.
Would you tell us of your recent ventures when you next return? I promise to make it worth your while.
Sure thing, buddy. You need to worry about these Voidsent. Not one shall escape my sight. Wobble, 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 wobble. Alright, well that was cool. Well, we will continue that whenever the next patches come along.